Want to explain your attitude? We just got married and this is how you're acting?
I genuinely don't understand what's going on here. Ever since I moved in, everyone's treating me completely differently.
Nothing is different. You're being dramatic again.
I'm not being dramatic at all. I tried talking to your mother this morning and she completely ignored me. Your father walked right past me in the hallway without even acknowledging me. Last week before the wedding, everyone was so warm and welcoming. What changed?
You're not a guest anymore. You're family now. Start acting like it.
This is a family to you? Being ignored and treated like they're invisible? If this is how family treats each other, I'm seriously concerned.
No, family is expected to contribute and pull their weight around here, something you clearly haven't figured out yet.
I don't understand what you mean by contribute. I've been doing all the cooking and cleaning since I moved in. I organized your mother's entire kitchen yesterday, exactly the way she asked.
Let me spell it out for you since you're having trouble understanding. I work 60 hours a week at the firm. My father puts in just as many hours at his company. My mother has managed this household for 30 years. What exactly are you bringing to the table?
Are you serious right now? You are the one who insisted I quit my job at the bookstore. You said, and I quote, "My wife doesn't need to work. You should focus on making our house a home." Now you're throwing it in my face that I'm not employed?
You were barely pulling minimum wage. Let's be realistic here. How much did you make there? $800 a month? That's pocket change to what this family needs. Basic domestic work is the bare minimum expected here. You need to earn your place.
Earn my place? I thought I was your wife, not your employee. How exactly am I supposed to earn my place while also maintaining this entire house by myself?
Not my problem to figure out. If you want to be treated like real family, show us you deserve it. Until then, don't expect much conversation or attention from any of us.
I can't believe what I'm reading. Did you marry me just to have someone to clean your house? Is that all I am to you? Free domestic help?
You want honesty? Fine. I married you because I felt sorry for you. Your dad running off with all that debt, your mom passing away. You were a stray cat. I did you a favor by bringing you into our home. You should be grateful.
I never asked for your pity. I married you because I loved you. I thought you felt the same way. I thought this was about building a life together.
Well, if you really love me, you'll be eager to prove your worth as my wife. Because let's be real here, where else are you gonna go? Who else would take you in? You have no family, no money, no real job skills. So you need to accept your role here. Or you know where the door is.
I can't believe how cruel you're being. This isn't the man I married. You acted so differently before the wedding. Was it all just an act?
Here's a tip. Stop whining and start working. I don't want to hear another word from you unless it's about how you plan to contribute more to this family, financially and domestically. Is that clear enough for you?
You've made yourself perfectly clear. I'll figure something out since I apparently have no choice.
Good. Maybe you're finally getting it. Remember, you only get treated like family once you start acting like it. Don't expect much attention from any of us until then. And don't bother texting me again unless it's about something important, like bills you're planning to help pay or extra chores you're taking on.
So be it. I'll do what's expected of me.
Smart girl. See? You can learn. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have actual work to do, unlike some people in this house.
I understand completely now. You showed me exactly where I stand.
Just doing you a favor by being honest. Consider it another act of charity, like marrying you in the first place.
Hi, sweetie. Finally getting a chance to check in on you. How are you settling into married life? Aunt Sylvie, it's so good to hear from you. Things have been challenging, to say the least. I figured as much. Living with in-laws is never easy. How are you managing with Ted's parents? They barely acknowledge my existence most days. It's like I'm invisible unless they need something done. That doesn't sound right at all. Have you talked to Ted about this? What does he say about how his parents are treating you? Ted says I need to earn my place in the family. According to him, I'm not contributing enough to deserve their attention. That's absolutely ridiculous. You're his wife, not their servant. This is really concerning me, honey. What exactly are they expecting from you? They want me to handle all the housework, which I'm already doing. But apparently that's not enough. Ted keeps saying I need to find a way to contribute financially too, even though he's the one who insisted I quit my job before the wedding. Oh, sweetie, I had no idea things were this bad. Your mother asked me to look out for you, you know. She made me promise to make sure you'd always have support. Mom asked you to check on me? I didn't know that. I miss her so much, Aunt Sylvie. Some days I feel so alone here. Of course she did, honey. Your happiness was everything to her. She's absolutely with you in spirit, never doubt that. And you're not alone. You have me, always. Thank you. That means more than you know. Aunt Sylvie, have you heard anything from Dad recently? With everything going on, I can't help thinking about him. I'm sorry, sweetie, I haven't. I tried reaching out after your wedding, but never got a response. I know his financial troubles put a huge strain on everyone. He told me the debt was why he couldn't come to the wedding. I want to believe that was the only reason. Listen, honey, I know you want to see the best in him, but walking out on his family was wrong, no matter the circumstances. You deserve better than that. I miss the father I used to know, before everything fell apart. Sometimes I wish I could just go back home to when things were simpler. Oh, sweetie, I understand that feeling. But you're a married woman now. You need to focus on your future with Ted. Even if things are difficult right now. You're right. I need to make this work somehow. Just be careful not to overwhelm yourself, honey. Just make sure you're taking care of you first and foremost. You can't pour from an empty cup. I know, you're right. I promise I won't push myself too hard. That's my girl. Never stop taking care of yourself. And please know you can always reach out to me. Day or night, I'm here for you. I really appreciate that. Sometimes these texts with you are the only thing keeping me going. Oh, honey, that breaks my heart. Promise me you'll tell me if things get worse. I mean it. Anytime you need me, I'm here. I promise, Aunt Sylvie. Thank you for being my lifeline through all this. I don't know what I'd do without you. You never have to find out, sweetie. I'm not going anywhere. We'll figure this out together, okay? Okay. Thank you again. I should go start dinner before Ted gets home. I'll text you soon. Take care of yourself, sweetheart. Remember, you're stronger than you know. Love you always.
Where are you? I've called 6 times! Answer your damn phone!
Why the sudden urgency? You haven't bothered to contact me in weeks.
Stop being difficult. Are you out shopping? Wasting time somewhere? There's a family emergency!
Emergency? What's going on? It's not about your mother, is it? I noticed something seemed off with her lately, but no one tells me anything anymore.
Of course you're the last to know. Mom's losing it. Doctor confirmed it's dementia. She's been saying crazy things and forgetting everything.
I'm so sorry to hear that. That explains the unusual behavior I noticed. What can I do to help?
What can you do? Your job, obviously. Congratulations, you're officially Mom's full-time caretaker now.
What? You can't just decide that unilaterally. This is a major life decision that affects both of us. We need to discuss this carefully.
What's there to discuss? Dad and I are the ones with real jobs. We're the ones actually supporting this family financially. You think we have time to play nurse? Think again.
I cannot believe you're still dismissing me like this after all these years. I've been trying to build a career all this time. You know I've been studying and looking for work.
Oh, please spare me the excuses about your career. Your pointless attempts at school have gotten you nowhere. Have you ever brought in a steady paycheck? No, so drop the act.
I haven't had a chance. Every time I make progress, you or your parents derail me with urgent housework. Remember when I had that medical office interview lined up? Suddenly, your mother needed me to reorganize the entire house that exact day.
That's ancient history. Focus on what's important now. Mom needs full-time care and you're the only one available. End of discussion.
It's becoming crystal clear why you really married me. You never wanted a wife. You wanted an unpaid servant.
Careful what you say to me. Remember, we gave you everything. A roof over your head, food, security. You should be grateful for the chance to repay that generosity.
Grateful? For being treated like hired help for 15 years? Even actual hired help gets a salary and time off. I've been working 24/7 for a decade and a half.
You are way out of line right now. I'm starting to think marrying you was a huge mistake. Mom just wanted to retire from housework, and you seemed like the best replacement.
Finally, the truth comes out. I'm not your partner. Never was. I'm an employee you tricked into marriage.
Call it whatever you want. All that matters is you start earning your keep around here. You don't get a vote in family decisions.
So that's really it? I'm just expected to be your family's servant for life, with no say in my own future?
Now you're getting it. Took you long enough. Be grateful we even keep you around. Most people wouldn't put up with your constant whining.
So what if I refuse? What if I'm done being your doormat?
Where exactly would you go? In case you forgot, you have nothing and no one. You can't survive without me, and we both know it.
I honestly thought deep down you cared, even a little. Clearly, I was wrong about everything.
Save your pity party for someone who cares. You're not going anywhere, and we both know it. I expect you to start Mom's care first thing tomorrow. Not another word about it.
I get the message. I won't forget this conversation.
The only thing you better not forget is your place in this house. Less complaining, more serving. Time to show some respect to the people gracious enough to keep you around. Get to work. Chop, chop.
You've made yourself perfectly clear. I'll get right on that.
Where the hell are you? Mom has an important doctor's appointment today. You know you're supposed to take her. Get your ungrateful self home now and do your job.
How strange. I can't seem to recall why a stranger would be demanding I handle family responsibilities. Perhaps you have the wrong number?
Stranger! Have you completely lost your mind? I'm your husband, in case you've forgotten. The one who's given you everything for the past 15 years.
Oh, right. My husband. The same husband who admitted he only married me to be his family's unpaid servant? The one who's treated me like property for 15 years? That husband?
I swear, Kate, if you don't cut the attitude and get back here in 10 minutes, there will be serious consequences. You seem to have forgotten your place in this household.
Actually, there's been a slight misunderstanding. I don't live in your household anymore.
What are you talking about? Of course you live here. Stop being ridiculous. Where else would you possibly go?
I'm done being the quiet, obedient little wife you tried to force me to be. By the way, I found something interesting in my room last week. Divorce papers. What a coincidence.
Divorce? You've completely lost your mind! On what grounds would you possibly divorce me after everything I've done for you?
Let's see. How about 15 years of emotional abuse? Or maybe the fact that you openly admitted you never loved me? That you only married me to exploit me for free labor? Take your pick. I have plenty more grounds where those came from.
Save the melodrama. We both know you'd never go through with this. You have nowhere to go and no way to support yourself. Stop these games and get home before you make things worse.
That's where you're wrong, dear husband. I'm not as helpless as you think. Well, you thought I was just your obedient little housemaid. I was actually building my escape plan.
What are you talking about? I never saw you working. You don't have any job. You're bluffing.
That was the whole point, Ted. I knew you'd sabotage anything I tried to do openly, so I got creative. Welcome to the digital age. A woman can make her own money these days with just a smartphone.
You? Making money on your phone? Don't make me laugh. What could you possibly be doing? Selling pictures of yourself?
Your lack of respect for my abilities is so predictable. I write and voice funny soap operas for a streaming app, and I'm actually quite successful at it. My subscribers love my work.
You can't be serious. No one would watch anything from you. You're making this up.
Believe what you want. My bank account tells a different story. I've been saving every penny in an account you can't touch. And now I have more than enough to start over on my own, so you can take your indentured servitude and shove it.
This is insane. You can't just walk out. What about my mother? Dad and I have to work. You're abandoning your responsibilities.
Oh, now you want to talk about responsibilities? Funny how your mother's health only matters when you need something from me. Did you forget our wedding vows, Ted? In sickness and in health? Nowhere in those vows did it say I'd be your mother's unpaid 24/7 nurse.
Don't you dare bring up our vows! You also promised to love and obey, remember? You've done a terrible job of that lately.
I kept every vow for 15 years despite your horrible treatment, but you never loved me. You never respected me. You used me as a maid and caregiver and nothing more.
I swear if you abandon this family, you'll regret it. You have a duty to this household and to my mother.
Duty? All right, let's talk about duty. What about your duty as a husband? Your duty to protect me, to cherish me, to treat me as an equal partner.
You were never my equal. You brought nothing to this marriage except your neediness. You only exist out here because of me. That's the only reason.
No, everything I have is because of my hard work. My sacrifices, my dedication. While you spent 15 years tearing me down, I spent 15 years secretly building myself up.
You think you're so clever with your secret little phone job? Good luck surviving on whatever pennies you're making from that. You'll come crawling back when reality hits.
I made 6 figures last year, Ted. More than enough to support myself. I just stayed because I actually believed things might change. What a fool I was.
You're lying. You have to be. There's no way you made that much. Why would you stay if you had that kind of money?
Because I actually believed in our marriage vows, Ted. I foolishly kept hoping you'd remember how to be the man I fell in love with. But that man never existed, did he? It was all an act to trap me.
This isn't happening. You're not really leaving. You can't leave. What will people think?
I don't care what people think anymore. I only care about my freedom and my future. The divorce papers are being delivered tomorrow. I suggest you sign them ASAP.
Or what? What are you threatening me with?
No threats, Ted. Just facts. Fight me on this, and I'll take you for everything you're worth. 15 years of unpaid labor adds up, plus emotional damages. Your choice.
You wouldn't dare. After everything we've done for you, you'd really try to ruin us?
I learned from the best, didn't I? You spent 15 years trying to ruin me. Consider this karma. Sign the papers. Give me my due compensation. Then stay out of my life forever.
Sylvie, it's Ted. I need to talk to you urgently about Kate. Something's happened. Please respond.
Well, I've been waiting for this call. What's wrong, Teddy? Paradise not so perfect anymore?
This isn't a joke, Sylvie. Kate just dropped a bomb on me. She's filing for divorce. Did she say anything to you about this?
She told me everything, and I'm not the least bit surprised. Frankly, I should have told her to leave years ago, if I had known the full extent of your mistreatment.
Mistreatment? What lies has she been telling you? I gave that girl everything. A home, a family, security. I can't believe you're taking her side.
Watch your tone with me, young man. You seem to have forgotten who you're speaking to. I've known Kate since she was born. I promised her mother I would protect her.
Okay, then protect her from making this huge mistake. She's throwing away everything over a few hurt feelings. She's being completely unreasonable.
She's being unreasonable? Is it unreasonable to refuse being treated like a slave? To want respect in her own home? To expect her husband to treat her like a human being?
That's not fair. Yes, we expect her to contribute to the household, but that's completely normal. Every family member has responsibilities.
Normal? Let me tell you what's not normal. Isolating your wife from friends and family, mocking her efforts to improve herself. Making her solely responsible for your mother's care, treating her like property instead of a partner.
This is all a huge misunderstanding. Even if things haven't been perfect, divorce is going too far. What about my poor mother? She needs Kate's care.
Oh, spare me the fake concern about your mother. If you actually cared about her care, you'd have hired professional help, instead of dumping everything on Kate. I see right through you, Teddy boy.
It wasn't like that. I wanted a real partner, a wife to help care for the family. What's so wrong about that?
A partner? Don't make me laugh. What you wanted was a janitor who does it for free, someone you could manipulate and control, someone who'd never question your authority.
You're making me sound like some kind of monster. I wasn't perfect, but I tried my best to be a good husband. I just wanted Kate to respect her duty to our family.
Duty? Let's talk about duty. Your duty was to love and protect her. Your duty was to support her dreams and goals. Your duty was to be a partner, not a dictator.
But what is she gonna do now? Live alone forever? Is that better than working things out with her family?
She will never be alone. She will always have me, and she will always have her father.
Her father? That deadbeat abandoned his family, ran away from his debts. Great company she's choosing over us.
You have no idea what that man sacrificed for his family. He left to protect them from his debts. He worked himself to the bone to make things right.
Wow, I really had no idea. Kate never told me any of this.
Of course she didn't. She has too much pride to share her family's struggles, but she never lost faith in her father. Unlike you, he's proven himself worthy of her trust.
But what about my mother's care? How do we manage without Kate?
Get professional help like you should have done from the start. Be a better son, step up, and do your part. But let Kate go. That's the only way to begin making things right. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to check on my niece. Goodbye, Teddy.
Kate! Are you with that deadbeat father of yours? I need you back at the house right now! This tantrum of yours is over!
Well, that didn't take long. What's wrong, dear? Finding life difficult without your living maid?
Look, I just talked to Sylvie. She made me realize some things. I had no idea about your dad or how badly I've treated you.
Oh, now you want to talk about my feelings? After 15 years of treating me like your property? After telling me I was worthless without you? Save it.
Just listen for a second. I'm trying to say I'm sorry. I know I was wrong. I took you for granted. I was a complete jerk. You didn't deserve any of it.
Wow, did Sylvie actually knock some sense into you? I'm shocked you even know how to say sorry, but it changes nothing.
I know about your dad now. He's not a deadbeat at all. He sacrificed everything to protect his family. I was wrong about him.
Yes, he is a good man, and you don't get to speak ill of him ever again. He supported me more than you ever did. Even when you were trying to break me down.
Kate, I see that now. I swear I'm going to be better. I'll get Mom proper care. I'll step up and be a real son and a real husband.
Husband? You seem confused. Did you forget I'm divorcing you? You're not my husband anymore.
I know, I didn't mean it like that. But I want to be someone worthy of being a husband. Someone like your dad, a real man who puts his family first.
Huh, you think you can just decide to be like my father? After everything you've said about him, after how you've treated your own wife, you're not half the man he is.
You're right, I'm not. Not yet. But I swear, Kate, I'll spend the rest of my life trying to be better, even if it's not with you. I just need you to know that.
It definitely won't be with me. You made absolutely sure of that. You killed any love I had for you. It died a little more each day for 15 years.
I know, and I'll regret that until I die. But Kate, I need you to know I did love you. I know I didn't show it. I know I was cruel. I was just so terrified of losing you.
You should have been terrified of losing me, but not because I might leave, because of how you treated me. You created exactly what you feared most.
I understand. I do. I'm not asking for another chance. God knows I don't deserve one. I just want you to know you deserve happiness. Real, true love, even if it's not with me.
I already know I deserve those things. I don't need your validation anymore. I've spent 15 years learning to validate myself. Because I sure couldn't count on you for it.
You're right, you couldn't count on me. But you can count on your father. He sounds like an amazing guy, the kind every child dreams of having.
He is amazing, and our relationship is none of your business. You don't get to use my family issues to manipulate me anymore. Those mind games won't work.
That's not what I'm trying to do, I swear! I'm trying to own up to my mistakes. I was wrong about your dad, about you, about everything.
I don't need you to tell me how wrong you were. I already know. I kept my relationship with my father alive, despite your constant attempts to poison it.
Because that's who you are, Kate. Forgiving, supportive, loving, even to people who don't deserve it. I was a fool not to cherish that about you.
I don't know what you want me to say, Ted. Yes, you were a fool. Yes, you exploited me. But I can't be your therapist or your priest. I can't absolve you of your guilt.
I know that's not your job. I'm gonna do the work myself. Not for you, not for Mom, but for me. Because I don't want to be this person anymore.
Well, I guess that's progress. Wanting to be better for yourself is a start. But you're right. It's not for me. It's far too late for that.
I know I've lost you forever, Kate. That's my burden to bear. But please, don't let my mistakes make you hard. The world needs women like you. Kate, please, I'm begging you. Everything is falling apart without you. We need you.
Ted, I finally started rebuilding my life. I'm finally free. We're never getting back together.
You don't understand. It's not like that. I'm not asking you to come back to me. Things have gotten really bad at home.
What happened? Is it about your mother?
No, it's not that. Her condition is the same, but none of us know how to handle it like you did. We're drowning, Kate.
So you thought you could just snap your fingers and I'd come running back to fix your problems? Again?
No, that's not it at all. I know I have no right to ask you for anything, but Kate, I can't live with them anymore. We can't live like this anymore.
Wait, what? You can't live with them anymore? Am I hearing this right?
Yes, you are. Kate, I had no idea how bad it was until you left. How much they relied on you, used you. Now that you're gone, I'm seeing their true colors, and I can't stomach it anymore.
Welcome to my world, Ted. I lived with their true colors for 15 years, but why should I care that you're suddenly seeing the light?
Because I was blind and stupid. I let them treat you like dirt for years, but I see it now. I really do. And I can't be part of it anymore. I don't want to be part of it anymore.
So what exactly are you saying? What do you want from me this time?
I want your forgiveness, Kate. Not for me, but for my foolishness. For not seeing what they were doing to you. What I was letting them do to you. And I want your blessing to leave them.
What? You're actually planning to leave? After everything you said about family duty?
Yes, I need to get out of that toxic house, try to make a life on my own, like you did.
I don't know what to say. This is not what I was expecting.
I know it's a shock, and I understand if you can't forgive me, if you can't give me your blessing. God knows I don't deserve it.
You're right. You don't deserve it. But I actually understand what you're going through. Breaking free from that cycle of abuse isn't easy.
Thank you, Kate. Your understanding means everything. I know I have no right to ask for your support, but it means the world to me.
I do understand, Ted, and I forgive you. Not for everything, not yet, but for this. for finally seeing the truth.
Thank you, Kate. Your forgiveness, it's more than I hoped for. I know I have so much to make up for, but I promise you, I'm going to try.
I believe you, Ted, for the first time in a long time. But this doesn't change things between us. I'm not coming back. Not to that house. Not to that life.
I know, I understand, and I would never ask you to. You deserve so much better than that. You always have.
Well, it's about time you realized that. But thank you for finally saying it. And for meaning it.
So, what happens now? Where do we go from here?
Honestly, I don't know. This is all so unexpected. But I think we both just keep moving forward, keep working on ourselves, keep trying to be better than we were yesterday.
You're right, as usual. Forward is the only way to go. But Kate, even if we're not together, if you ever need anything...
I appreciate that, Ted. And maybe someday, when we've both healed, when we've both grown, maybe we can be friends.
I'd like that, Kate. I really would. Thank you for talking to me, for hearing me out, for giving me a chance to make things right, even if it's not with you.
You're welcome, Ted. And thank you for being honest, for owning your mistakes, for wanting to change. It gives me hope. After that, Ted tried to continue living with his parents, but eventually reached his limit and moved out. Even living alone was difficult for him because of the property settlement and compensation payments. His salary wasn't enough to live on, so he took a night shift at a corner store, sacrificing sleep to work more hours. Combined with his poor eating habits, he eventually destroyed his health. Now he's working while going to medical appointments and taking medication. His father was left to care for his mother while working. But elder care is extremely challenging, and he's completely exhausted. Meanwhile, I'm enjoying life with my father. I make good money as a content creator. But since that income might not last forever, I've started studying for a medical office certification again. This time, I hope to successfully work as a medical office assistant and enjoy a happy life with my father.